The retribution, the punishment should be provided by the state whose sanction is violated, to afford the society or the individual the opportunity of imposing upon the offender suitable punishment as might be enforced. Offenders should be punished because they deserve it. Sa retribution, kung ano yung nakasaad sa batas na punishment is yun ang ibibigay sa tao dahil nag-commit siya ng naka-violate siya sa batas o naka-violate siya sa certain law. Okay. Number 2 is expiration or atonement. It is punishment in the form of group vengeance where the purpose is to appease the offended public or group. So, yan yung expiation or atonement naman dun sa mga taong nakakagawa ng group vengeance. Okay. Number 3, deterrence. Punishment gives lesson to the offender by showing to others what would happen to them. So, ang ibig sabihin ng deterrence, halimbawa, kinulong mo ang tao, nakapatay, so, yun ang ibig sabihin ng deterrence. Dahil pinapakita mo sa ibang tao na kapag gumawa kayo ng ganito, nag-violate kayo ng batas, so ito yun yung mangyayari sa inyo. Number 4 is incapacitation of protection. The public will be protected if the offender has being held in conditions where he cannot harm others, especially the public. So, ang publiko is ini-ensure natin na protected sa pamamagitan ng pagkulong sa isang kriminal. Okay. Number 5 is reformation or rehabilitation. So, ang ano lang dito, halos magkakatulad lang naman. Ang pinakamaigi niyong gawin is magkuha kayo ng magic words or keywords para malaman niyo paratin yung malalaman o paratin yung maintindihan itong mga definition na to. Dahil kapag hindi niyo isinaulo, so hindi niyo malalaman kung anong pagkakaiba-iba ng definition. So number 5 is reformation or rehabilitation. It is the establishment of the usefulness and responsibility of the offender, society's interest that can be better served by helping the person to become law-abiding citizen and productive upon his return to the community by requiring him to undergo intensive program of rehabilitation in prison. Kung makikita ninyo, if you will be able to go in, halimbawa sa jail, provincial jail, mayroong mga imam, may mga pare na dumarating to give counseling. Halimbawa, meron din sila sa institutional facilities na mga psychologist na therapist na pupunta doon, gumagabay doon sa mga nakakulong. So it is a form of reformation or rehabilitation. Okay. So the age of Enlightenment in 18th century is a century of change. So doon na nag-iba yung pananaw ng tao. So it is the period of recognizing human dignity. So binigyan ng value yung karapatang pantao ng isang offender. It is the movement of reformation, the period of introduction of certain reforms in the correctional field by certain person, gradually changing the old positive philosophy of punishment to a more human treatment of prisoners were innovational programs. So ang makikita nyo ngayon, nawala lang sa mga kriminal, ang nawala lang sa mga offenders is yung kaligayahan nilang makapunta sa iba't ibang lugar o yung free will nilang gawin yung gusto nila dahil nandun sila sa isang correctional facilities kung saan doon lang sila umiikot ang mundo nila. So yun lang yung kaibahan. The pioneers. Mayroon tayong mga pioneers kung paano na-create ang Age of Enlightenment. Okay. William Penn, 1614-1718, he fought for religious freedom and individual rights. So siya yung nakipaglaban para makamit yung religious freedom ng bawat isa and individual rights. So religious freedom kapag halimbawa isa kang Muslim, so hindi ka dapat sinasaktan. He is the first leader to prescribe imprisonment as correctional treatment for major offenders. So, instead, sabi ni William Penn, napatay na lang yung tao. So, i-undergo na lang siya ng treatment para at the end of the day, mapagtanto niya sa sarili na mali yung ginawa niya at may pagkakataon pa siyang magbago. He's also responsible for the abolition of death penalty and torture as a form of punishment. So siya rin yung nagpa-abolish ng death penalty at saka torture. So mayroon tayong Charles Montessek, Charles Louis II Baron de la Brady et de Montessek, 1689, 1755, and he is a French historian. So remember the word Charles Montessek, and philosopher who analyzed law as an expression of justice. He believed that harsh punishment would undermine morality and that appealing to moral sentiments as a better means of preventing crime. So ang pinakamaganda rin dito sa kanyang paniniwala is hindi naman lahat ng taong idinidiin mo sa isang kaso is talagang may kasalanan. So halimbawa, hindi siya ang pumatay. So kung napatunayan ng batas na siya ang pumatay, although hindi naman talaga siya, is papatayin mo na siya. So, yun yung hindi maganda na. No, instead, is ikulong na lang siya. Number 2 is Voltaire, Francis Marie Roet. 1694-1778, he was the most versatile of all philosophers during this period. He believes that fear of shame was a deterrent to crime. He fought the legality-sanctioned practice of torture. So dito naman sa Voltaire, so ginawa niyang nakipaglaban siya para maging legal ang torture. Dahil kapag daw ang tao is napahiya sa karamihan, so hindi na niya uulitin yung kanyang krimen at matututunan din ito ng community. Okay, number 3 is we have Cesar Bonesa Marches de Vicaria. Cesar Vicaria ito. He wrote an essay entitled An Essay on Crimes and Punishment. So always remember, lumalabas ito sa board exam, the most exciting essay on law during this century. It presented the humanistic goal of law. So yan. So ang nandun is humanistic goal of law na ang ipinapatupad ng batas ay yung karapatang pantao. And we have Jeremy Bentham, 1748-1832. He is the greatest leader in the form of English criminal law. He believes that whatever punishment designed to negate whatever pleasure or gain the criminal derives from crime, the crime rate would go down. Bentham was the one who devised the ultimate panopticon prison. So, kay Jeremy Bentham naman, siya yung kung ano yung ginawa ng tao, yun din ang dapat na gawin sa kanya. So, halimbawa, kung gaano kabigat yung ginawa mong kasalanan, so dapat ganun din kabigat yung parusang ibibigay sa iyo. A prison that consists of a large circular building containing multi-cells around the periphery, it was never built. So, siya yung nag-establish ng Panopticon Prison kung saan ang isa daw itong building kung saan maraming cells na kahit ngayon ay hindi pa ito na isasagawa o hindi pa ito na ipapatayo. Number 5 is John Howard, 1726-1790. So please take note of the famous personalities and the year where they exist para malaman natin at saka hindi natin makalimutan. The Sheriff of Bedfordshire in 1773 who devoted his life and fortune to prison reform, si John Howard. After his findings on English prisons, he recommended the following. Ito yung na-recommend niya, single cells for sleeping, segregation of women. So, ang sa kanya naman kay John Howard is yung i-segregate yung mga babae sa lalaki, mga kabataan, and provisional of sanitation facilities, at saka magbigay ng maayos na sanitation dun sa mga kulungan. Abolition of fee system by which jailers obtain money from prisoners. So, tinanggal din niya yung nagbabayad yung nakakulong doon sa mga jailers o yung tinatawag nating jail officers. So napaka-harsh naman yun na nakakulong ka na nga, nagbabayad ka pa. Okay. Then